Question here. Chris Froome. Why is Chris Froome so lean, but his Team Sky nutritionist is a bit of a fatster? So people want to get lean. So why is the Team Sky nutritionist overweight? Well, that's Nigel Mitchell, Team Sky. Apparently, nice guy. Never met him. Sure, he's a nice chap. But you know that the riders aren't listening to his advice, because he doesn't even do his own advice or whatever. How can you take advice as a cyclist mentally if you want to be like gaunt as lean as Chris Froome?
Oh my god.
There's possums in the roof.
They're right in the roof.
The possums are fucking
They're
lean
big
here.
possums.
But how can you mentally can't do it. Alright? I know what it's like. If you want to be lean and some tubsters looking at you going, oh, just eat that. And it's like, well, dude, what the fuck are you eating? Because I don't look like you. And that doesn't make anyone a bad person if they're overweight and out of shape like Nigel Mitchell from Team Sky. My mum's clinically obese. I still love her. So I'm not making fun of fat people, out of shape people. I'm just saying that if you're going to give nutrition advice and you've been a nutritionist, whatever, 20, 30 years, and you're still overweight, you still look like Barney from The Simpsons, then your fucking program doesn't work. Because if you can't walk your talk, then who the fuck else can walk your talk? You know what I mean? So we walk our talk. Lean results, lean gains. Simple as that, man. And Team Sky, the riders aren't fucking listening to Nigel Mitchell. Because otherwise they'd blow out like Nigel Mitchell. He's like, I'm going to read some stuff here. Let's go from training myself. So Nigel Mitchell says that you got to focus on carbohydrate. You need carbohydrates, but if you're riding, but not the amounts that were previously thought. So Nigel he says carbs are very important, but not too much. Eat more protein. And that's why Nigel's overweight, because he fucking loads up on the protein. It's all bullshit though, and he says, here's a little thing. This is from the BritishCycling.org website, reading it off. He says, if you have well-developed upper body musculature, you could end up sacrificing power if you lose too much weight. And it's like, hang on. One of the most popular drugs in the pro peloton, in running world as well, in gymnastics, is cortisone, Kenacort. If you use Kenacort or cortisone, it acts like a stimulant. It gets you all fucking revved up. You don't feel pain, so you can just train through the pain. If you can't feel pain in training, you can train to the next level. I did a hill climb trial tonight, and the limiting factor was just pain. Just legs burning, body sizzling. So if I pop some tramadol or some cortisone, you don't feel the pain, you just keep going. Just keep pushing extra watts. So the reality is that riders, cyclists, runners, gymnasts are using cortisone to strip off excess musculature up top. But Nigel Mitchell says, well, you better be careful, we don't lose up too much upper body musculature because you could end up sacrificing power. Get your hand off it, Nige. People are using cortisone to strip down and get all emaciated, because I'll tell you what, extra 3 kilos in the body, every kilo roughly is 1 second per minute. So if you're doing a 30-minute climb and you've got 1 kilo extra, you're talking 30 seconds. If you're talking 3 kilos extra upper, let's say you've got big arms. I don't have big arms. Let's say I've got a big treasure chest. I don't have a big treasure chest. So let's say I've got a big chest. If you drop that chest, that's 90 seconds. At least 90 seconds off a 30-minute climb. 90 seconds, man. That's a minute and a half. That is fucking huge. So Nigel says, be careful not to lose muscle, but that's just all rubbish. This is just British cycling website. It means fucking nothing. There's no talk about doping here at all, whatever. I'll tell you what people use. I'm not saying these people use it or whatever. I'm just saying this is what's put out there. Is another popular substance is tramadol. As far as I know, tramadol's not banned. It is a narcotic, fucking opiate like painkiller. So if you pop some tram and pop a few ADD medications like Ritalin or some anti-narcolepsy drugs like modafinil. I'm not saying to do this. I'm saying this is what's been done in sport, running, swimming, cycling, etc. So if you pop some anti-narcolepsy drugs like modafinil or some Ritalin, we'll give it to fucking kids. Just pay attention in school. It's fucking nuts. So we give the kids, we take some dextroamphetamine, amphetamine. Don't do speed, kids. Do Ritalin instead. That's what the government says. Don't take speed from the street. Take it from your doctor. So you're taking the tramadol, the narcotic fucking opiate painkiller. You can't feel shit. Someone could punch you in the face. You're like, oh, is that all you got? Kickboxers even using their shins for shin, anesthetic, inject a bit of stuff. Don't feel nothing until the next day. So you take your tramadol, and you take your fucking uppers, a bit of Dexies, ping it on that, mate, and you don't feel nothing. You got the focus, you got the stimulant, but you don't feel nothing in your legs. You're just fucking going for it. But that's not really talked about on these little politically correct websites, AIS, British Cycling, etc. But the reality is otherwise. And so Nigel Mitchell, means well, but doesn't really have a fucking clue. And he says get your body fat measured by using skin fold tests. I'll tell you what, that's a load of bullshit. So you can see, but this morning I had more definition. What's changed? What's changed is you have more water at the end of the day. So if I did skin folds, my skin folds would be higher in the evening. All right, if you have a lot of salt, a lot of water, your skin folds go up. So skin folds don't measure body fats because they don't take into account water retention. You could skin fold my cheek after a salty meal the next day, it's going to be more. Did I put on any fat? I didn't put on a fucking gram of fat. So when Nigel Mitchell says use skin folds, he doesn't have a fucking clue. And I read another thing about vegan vegetarian diets, an article Nigel wrote. I think it's Nigel, I could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Nigel wrote it. And he says that vegan diet, while it can be healthy, is lacking in complete proteins. That's as funny as saying don't lose too much weight because you'll lose upper body muscle, and that really helps on the climbs. Does Chris Froome look like he has a lot of fucking upper body muscle? But so Nigel Mitchell says vegans won't get enough complete proteins. He says so what you can do is try and mix your beans and rice and you'll be right. I mean, how the fuck has Dave Brailsford employed Nigel Mitchell, who's fucking overweight, doesn't make him a bad person, just saying he's fucking overweight, and he doesn't even understand what fucking protein is, amino acids, and all whole plant foods contain all 8 essential amino acids. Now, how the fuck does the Team Sky Nutrition not even fucking know that? It's 2015. Almost all the top level riders now are using vegan style diets, high carb vegan diets, to lose the weight. Because they're not listening to the tubby nutritionists who don't know shit. I remember in 2001, I was at the AIS and I had this overweight nutritionist say, well, you should probably cut the carbs back. And I'm thinking, what the fuck did you just say? I didn't have the balls to say it. I didn't have the courage to say it. But I had this fat nutritionist at the AIS, Institute of Sport in 2001, tell me, well, mate, you should probably cut your carbs back down. And I'm like, why? She goes, you're like extra weight. And I said, look at me. Do I look like I fucking got a weight problem? And I said it sort of funny. Well, I probably didn't say it that courageously, but I said, I think I'm all right. And she's like, no, but I'm the nutritionist. And I said, in my head, I'm like, yeah, but you're fucking fat too. And it doesn't make them a bad person because they're fat. I'm just saying, if you're a nutritionist long term and you're saying your program works, but you're out of shape, overweight, I'm not going to fucking listen to you. So I think that Dave Brailsford is, he thought Chris Froome was riding the 2006 Commonwealth Games time trial in fucking sneakers, in sand shoes. I think it was Shane Sutton rang up with Dave Brailsford, says, I've got a guy from Kenya here, he's riding in sand shoes in the TT. Clearly Chris was riding in fucking cycling shoes, clip-in cycling shoes. If you go to the YouTube videos and watch Commonwealth Games time trial, Chris is in cycling shoes, not fucking sand shoes. So I know Dave Brailsford was missing a few gears up top, and then the doctor he gets, Dr. Lindis, the bloody Belgian version of Dr. Ferrari. And Brailsford, I didn't know. Well, that's right, it's news to me. So I knew fucking about Lindis. How the fuck does Brailsford know about that? Not know about that. But anyway, I'm not saying the things like that, but I'm just saying that other things are going on. Now, I like Team Sky and I like the riders. They're very friendly and had some good rides with Adelaide. I'm just saying nutrition advice coming from Nigel Mitchell is a load of bollocks because it's just standard rubbish from an overweight, out-of-shape nutritionist who looks like Barney from The Simpsons. And again, it doesn't make him a bad person. But if you're a rider and you're looking to get fucking lean, why the fuck would you listen to someone who can't even keep their own shit in order? Not hating, just saying.